Hey everybody, welcome back. It's a new weekly. I am not going to be playing hard mode, okay? I did some hard mode on stream today. I think I have to go into my wrench settings and turn it off. Hard mode, basically, we're gonna practice it and then maybe we'll make it the normie mode for a bit, but it's really hard. Every 2 rounds you get a curse. And the curse is like, if you roll, it costs 2 gold instead of 1. When a unit dies on your team, do 3 damage to the unit behind it. You know, like stuff that there's a small edge case where like it could be good for you somehow. For some of them at least, if not for all of them. But it really, really makes the game harder. I can't overstate that. I was able to get a couple of like 9 pieces. That'll be like the big mouths, I suppose. Not that I'm going to demonstrate that for you right here, except via talking. But it was tough. Getting the 9, even though we did it like 3 times, every time felt like a miracle. Now, the flip side here is that I have played a bunch of this weekly on my phone yesterday. I had a little downtime. Just, you know, looking after the baby, but also in such a way that I was able to look at my phone at the same time. And I feel like this weekly, I mean, we're going to lose this round, but I was knocking out 10 piece after 10 piece on my phone, honestly. Now, the catch there... Oh, by the way, all the art has changed. You can revert, but I am an embracer of new things, I suppose. Let me get a rat here. And the sound effects as well. Well, we're not buying a lemur, so go ahead and give me another rat. I know what you're thinking right now. You're like, I'm never going to get used to it. I'm telling you... I'm already used to it. I couldn't tell you what the old art looks like, and I only played for a couple hours on stream today. So, just give it some time. Look, all I'm asking you to do is not write it off until you've given it a chance to simmer. But yeah, hard mode, you will get some hard mode content, but it is... I'm not overstating it. It's pretty challenging. Sometimes, and why don't you take that for now? Sometimes you get like the perfect perk and it actually makes your team like 1% better, but usually it makes your team a lot worse. And sometimes it just basically kills you outright. So you gotta let me cook for a little bit on that one. We didn't win that one, but I'm very content with our current team. No future prospects, but it's still pretty early. I just don't really like the clownfish that much, honestly. I do like an anteater. Then we could set it up like that, and we could buff. If I'm being honest, I don't mind buffing the anteater. It's probably the most likely unit to stick around. Double otter, I think it's just a little too late for that to be super useful. And I do like all these units. I actually feel like the jellyfish is really important this week. But it's a little too late for it. You sort of need it to show up relatively early to have a real shot. It's a heck of a beta fish they got there. Wait a minute, I'm gonna pull this one out. Just barely. I will say the broken glass sounds are getting a little disorienting. Maybe because I was talking more on stream, I didn't really notice, but... probably take an avocado just because I don't think I have anything else to buy. I also think that camel can go crazy this week, but again, much like the jellyfish, I'd prefer to have it earlier. I think right now we're actually looking at like, if I may say so myself, it feels to me like this may be like a potential Doberman build. You never know what's going to actually show up. This could be a draw. This is a draw. But I'm not really married to any of these units right now. I think a Doberman wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We don't really have a good bison play. The sound is like a little non-normalized, that's for sure. I think we can sell you. I think we can sell you. I think we could run a deer at the front, and we could throw a possum out there. I don't really know why we would want a possum to get to level 3, but it's just where we stand right now. I guess because it's our best unit right now, and it has some meat on it. There is scaling this week, but the scaling doesn't really start until... I was going to say later, but... I mean, I guess the earlier you can start, the better. But it's giraffe-driven, it's penguin-driven, and maybe a bison and a poodle for sure as well. But those are all higher-tier units, except maybe the penguin. So I'm going to say, sell me, buy me. I'm going to do buy me. I'll take a cow. and I'll buff you, which is crazy. I think we should have the whale eat the deer. It would be nice to get the giraffe leveled up, but we applied our chocolate to the anteater instead. There is I'm also thinking, I haven't really run a spawn team this week, but you definitely can give it a chance because there is a grizzly bear. You know, it's kind of like a vulture, in case you haven't used it in a while. I still think we got a shot here. 4 wins, and nothing really, you know, screams that this is an incredible run right now, but first time I've seen the new gorilla. Let me think about this. One, three, four, four, four. It's not an amazing poodle team. We would be keeping the anteater. I think the anteater for sure needs a pepper instead of a croissant. And then I think we should, you know what? I think I'm going to sell the opossum, buy a gorilla and a poodle, and we're going to sell the whale, because I don't want the whale to eat our strongest unit. Sell a whale to buy a gorilla. And now we got 3, 4, 6, 4. We would like to replace our deer. If I mean, I know that it seems crazy, like why would you... Oh, I went to freeze the green pepper as well, but I misclicked. It seems crazy, like why would you freeze it if you're going to sell it? Well, a level 2 deer fast is probably better than... we're torched. Is probably better than, you know, maximizing 1 extra 1/1 buff from a poodle, I guess is the easy way to describe it. We could also just dump the deer. And I saw that it was leveling up, but 2 poodles, like, I think it changes the calculus a little bit. I think I have to, like, freeze you, because if I bought, we'd go to 4, sell, go to 5, buy, then we're 4 squatted. So I'd rather freeze you and hope to, like... Well, in this case, you know what we could do? We could level you, see if we get a gorilla on the level up. Bird of Paradise kind of crazy as well. You know what? I would take the crow now, and we'd be using it on the gorilla for sure. And then next turn, we sell the crow, and we get the value of the Bird of Paradise purchasing. Like it buffs based on the gold used to purchase itself as well. You know what I mean? Okay, you piece of crap. You overwrote me. They got an interesting setup here. I'm not happy to be running anteaters against a team that has an aardvark, but I think we're gonna win. I'm a little surprised, honestly. Now, chocolate would be nice. No chocolate. I'm gonna say, buy me, sell me. We should not. Now we've screwed up our Bird of Paradise order, and our poodle is not looking so hot either. Freeze me. Above all else, level 2 gorilla should help us out. But we also would love to see a green pepper on our gorilla to guarantee at least 1 coconut armor. Hang on. All is not lost. All is not looking too good, to be fair. Okay, like I said, I'm the master of this weekly. 5 wins. We're killing it so far. There's not really a space for the cow, but maybe it's time to, like, sell the giraffe, buy a cow. Do have a cow, man. Roll, and I don't see a green pepper. I'm going to take a bit of a crazy play here. This also means we can move our anteater up. My thinking was just if the gorilla could get hit, not die, get coconut armor, and get the value of the PETA, we would be in a much happier spot. That's not going to happen. That was a pipe dream, I'm realizing now. Okay, 5 wins. I don't know what to say. Delete the video. Delete it and run it back. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. What if we were to do this? And I think round 1, we're kind of sleeping on it. But round 2, we could get a ladybug popping a little bit. Let me be like a low-key noob. And then the thing is, I sucker them into a false sense of security. They think I'm a noob when they see my name, so they go easy on me. But I'm not a noob. Okay. I thought, you know what? They're a bad person. If they weren't a bad person, they would have gone easier on me. Now, this is a sell me, buff me, which also buffs the ladybug. Buy me, and then repeat probably the same thing next turn. Ooh, and maybe the same thing again. Suppose at this point I could have had you leveled up, but that would have been slightly more cost for one less apple. Wait a minute. What this is it's the same team. How did I lose? I'm on 4 life. I thought that was the mirror match. I don't think the goldfish is great this week. No offense, Ludwig. I'll take a bunny. I think it could do something. We buff you. We buff you. And this just happens to work out nicely with respect to the amount of gold we have. So I don't love the squad that we just purchased, but it does allow us to be 5 squatted while getting a nice little buff on our duck, which cleared it easy. And by easy, I mean by almost the thinnest of margins, 2 HP, but still. You know what? I'll throw out a second goldfish. I'll give you some support. I don't think a goldfish really needs meat, just because I don't see it sticking around much longer. Oh! Honestly, like, especially considering the price, because you're going to make 2 leftmost shot pets. You'll be like 113. I think we should freeze them all. It's like a really cheap level next time, and we'll combine our goldfish at the start of the next turn so that we don't lose out on any of the triggers here. Not even sweating it. I mean, this was like, that one was a gimme. Okay, we're being a little creative. I feel a little better about this. So we'll go combine. 1, 1, 3. A llama. I think we can't afford not to try the llama. And here's the thing. Like, you're basically useless right now. Who goes? Rabbit or goldfish? Definitely. If it was super buy-sell this week, maybe the rabbit. But I think the goldfish goes. And now I'm realizing, wait, did I do this wrong? Because I need the beaver I do want to sell. I guess we don't have to sell it right away. Why don't you take some of this? And we'll look for a better unit to go here. I don't know what that unit would be out of these, though. We really want scalers long-term. I mean, honestly, long-term, even the duck can go. But for now, it's like it's only round 5, so I think we're feeling pretty solid. That was, it looked clean, but that was by like the narrowest of margins. We got very lucky. Sell me. Call me crazy. I'd rather have a sniper than a scaler just for the time being. I think that an apple is just better value than another duck at this point when you consider the rabbit impact. Pineapple would be nice. No pineapple. I would take at this point, level 1 rabbit, no thanks. Give me 2 dolphins instead. Because, yeah, we'll also combine them. I should have frozen the pineapple, but I was too busy doing hand motions. Very nice. Let's see the quote tweets. Okay, there's win number 4. We combine them next turn and we get a tier 5. There's a pineapple anyway, never punished. 3, 4, 1. We'll throw a poodle on the team. We'll give you a pineapple. I think this is pretty good. It would be really nice to get the llama leveled up. Like, we have space to buy crows and sell crows to get the chocolate, but it's a very strong jellyfish. I was not condescending the strength of your jellyfish. It was a very strong jellyfish. I think jelly is like almost unbeatable this week if you get it off the ground. 2-cost apple, kind of snooze that. I'm not putting anteaters out there instead of a dolphin. Like, a dolphin kind of goes crazy. I would put you out here. You as well. We get organic chocolate next time. Like, the only way... the problem, too, is we really only have one big unit popping, and that's our llama. The duck, you know, doesn't scale that well. Hang on. Hang on. We draw. What I'm worried about is other teams can scale faster, or maybe if not faster, just better, because they have, well, put simply, they will have 1 extra unit to scale alongside them, so they're scaling 20% more efficiently. I think we should take our level on this turn. Bizarre as it sounds. Gives us a piranha. And then we sell you, which gives us super chocolate. I guess we would rather take a cupcake first just because of the way the order is going to shake out. That takes us to 3. This gives us 2 experience. And as much as the llama seems like it needs it, I think that the poodle will work out a lot better for us. And then maybe, this is a bit of an unusual team here, I would honestly sell a duck to get a Komodo popping. And like the order of our squad doesn't matter much right now. Plus, I just think a Komodo's unusual. So but a moose can be really good too. Ah, but a Komodo, I never run a Komodo. So that seems fun. Some people might say the Dolphin's the better play, and honestly, you might be right. So only friends ahead get the buff. So we gotta make sure you're at the back here. Nothing? Nothing? Not a great... I mean, obviously Penguin goes kind of crazy here too, but we're trying something a little bit more unique, I suppose. I don't know, take that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that I don't necessarily see 123-27 llama getting it done for us, but hey, we got a sniper as well. Hey, dude, we kind of screwed up their crab completely and then actually won. Okay. I'm hoping we can get like a level 2 Komodo and then it'll feel like this was actually worthwhile. You buy, sell the zebra. I would love to add some of these units, but I think we're kind of committed to weirdo Komodo for now. I don't even think the Komodo's that bad. It's just also not that good. At least at its current stage. Anyway, keep the cow in the shop. Not sold on you. Green pepper probably clears the... I'm sorry, I've been saying clears a lot because we did a tier list of which animals I could beat in a fight earlier today. So it's on the brain. It's going to be a very strong board, no doubt about that. And yet, I'll take my draw. I think a green pepper is very valuable. It can do something on a swordfish too, don't get me wrong. We're pretty close to running 5 units. Like our llama's nearly maxed. Let's start buffing the Komodo, as crazy as that sounds. Maybe it doesn't sound crazy to you at all, in which case maybe you're the crazy one. You're going to think I've lost my mind. I'm going to purchase a single apple. It was either that or re-rolls, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe a bird in the hand is worth a chocolate in the bush. I can't lose to a team that has an active crow. I'm sorry, it just, like, ego will not allow it, Benny Bonkus, but I think you're going to get, like, a level 3 bird of paradise out there any minute now, in which case, like, it's over for me. We're going to chocolate you. Honestly, one of these units needs a melon. Let's make it the Komodo dragon. Let's make it level 2. Now it's given 2/2 to all units every turn. And I would say, honestly, we're probably at the point where there's absolutely no reason for us to be running 4 squatted from the next turn onwards. We were a little gold limited this turn, but... Big snipes. It sucks though, just because like the grizzly bear is so good, but I don't think they got enough. In fact, I can look at this and tell you they're not even close to enough, really. I think we're cruising. And with the Komodo, an animal I do not typically deign to take. Should you give me one of these? You know what? I was going to say, why not run 4 squatted? Then I was like, no. We'll just get our level next time. It's fine. We'll throw a tiger out there. Tiger's not great here, now that I think about it. Because we're shuffling positions. But at this point, we're kind of stuck. I guess we'll just hope that the tiger and the dolphin end up next to each other. Nope. Instead, we have a poodle that is getting double nothing. Okay. It would be nice if it worked the way that you're probably telling me that it works right now, but I'm sorry to tell you that it doesn't. Either way, I mean, this was not even like a contest here. This one was a gimme. It's over, right? Like, but start getting a second Komodo out there. I don't know. It's doesn't seem too smart, but it does seem very, very funny. And if we lose this one, I'll be happy with what we got. I guess a level 3 Komodo could be a badge for us. So it actually It sounds overly cocky and is overly cocky, but it wouldn't be necessarily a guaranteed negative if we lose this one. And thankfully, we're gonna. As long as we win one in the future. Because we really need you to get to level 3. Which I'm assuming only gives you like a small buff, but... And then, forget the poodle at this point. We need something that is a little bit more transformative. Like a poodle, for example. Or 2 poodles, even. Melon on a poodle might do something. I mean, for now, we pretty much got this. We got room to play with, at least, but... It's quite a lot of stats. I think equipment could make the difference for us. Like, if we could get this level 2 poodle to, like, you know, 50-50 and then put a melon on it, I'm feeling pretty good. I think we just won anyway, so never mind. Okay, I don't know. Apparently, it's not our first Komodo 10-piece with a level 3, but it definitely wouldn't have been our first poodle, I'll tell you that much. Run me back. I like this weekly. I'm going to add a caveat, okay? The caveat is that I don't think this weekly's doing anything crazy from like a strategy standpoint. I'll be sniffing sardines if I'm wrong. But I don't mind a fishy fish, honestly. A rotten fish, of course, I don't like the smell. Like when a sushi restaurant, when the back of the restaurant smells bad when you walk by, it's probably not fair, but that does feel like a red flag. We have to take our level next time just because it's an otter. Probably all restaurants smell a little bad next to the dumpster, but a sushi restaurant, it's like maybe they get unduly judged for it. Either way, I don't mind an aroma of fish as long as it's, you know, fresh fish. I think that it smells of the ocean. It smells good. 2 wins already. Give me my level. I think you can do okay with the clownfish here. I do kind of want to try a panda team, but we need the right setup. And I'll take this just because, like, if we get you leveled up, then sure. But it's not a big buy-sell week, so I think the goldfish has, like, muted impact. I can't believe it. We're on a perfect line so far. By me. Someone should take a croissant, but I don't know who. You could take meat for now. Honestly, it's crazy. I'm going to give the goldfish a croissant, and the whole methodology there is just, if it levels, it'll be our strongest unit. Now, I guess you could say the same thing about the opossum, but, you know, the opossum I'm not really attached to. Played Gandalf a few times today. Gandalf total bro. I can't believe we're on 4 wins. Like, this team doesn't look like anything special. Camel can go kind of crazy. I think we need, like, this. Honestly, sell the cricket. I'd rather have the otter for, like, future HP gain, maybe. Nothing? Something? I'm going to give you the stats right away. And this is actually... I mean, those are going to be cheaper. That's nice. At this point, we may actually sell the otter, make space for a second clownfish so that our levels are, like, that much more impactful. This is a loss. You can see the power of an otter. Maybe we shouldn't sell our otter. I don't want to be in the queue with these psychos to begin with. Okay, sell me. Buy me. Get me out of the perfect queue. Buy me. Buy me. Buy me. Sell me. Buy me. I think you got to run a llama. Our camel didn't, like, it's not like it's too late. It didn't even get off the ground. This is completely fine, I think. I mean, sure, we could make you cost 1 next turn, but, like, I don't really care. I could make you cost 1 next turn, but I don't think you really do enough to justify it, honestly. And I'm genuinely, you're probably going to be like, oh, so you just run llama every time? No, but, like... Every time I get it on level up before it's supposed to exist, yeah, I probably take that opportunity. Otherwise, if anything, I might be a little anti-llama. Oh, now I know what you're going to say. So you just run dolphin every time? Let's sell the clownfish to make this a little bit more interesting, okay? Let's try to run some econ on this. Yeah, we're going to run the dolphin again, okay? If you got a problem with it, if you got an issue, here's a tissue, I believe is what they say. I'd love to win this round, so just... Come on, give me something to put in the other slot. Actually, Penguin goes kind of crazy. I'm going to freeze you. I don't know if we're going to make it work yet, but it's possible we could sell... I mean, our possum. Not that I want to, but I kind of feel like we should stick with our goldfish just out of... Like, I think it's genuinely a bad strategic decision, but I think I don't know if I have a level 3 badge with the goldfish. I have the 10-piece, but I have the 10-piece, but not a level 3 10-piece, or I have a level... No, I have a level 3, but never a 10-piece. All right, Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do. Get sold? This genuinely is going to set us back. I acknowledge it 1,000%. We have a nice buff coming in here. Buy me. It's madness what we're running here, but sell me. Buy me. Sell me. Freeze me. Oh, that's big. That helps. I don't feel like this is that crazy anymore. It is only round 8, too. Like, I think we could only afford to run, like, a little bit of a goofy build if we, Speaking of which, it's the first time I've really seen salamanders this week, much less, like, lose to them so easily. But, hang on, these should be frozen. I think we got a good shot here at getting you to level 3, because we're just going to buy these guys next time and sell them. It'll be, like, on the house. And you only cost 1. So I could buy you for 1, sell you, and then really, like... Don't be mad at me right now. In order for this run to have a realistic chance, we probably want to get a scaler doing something. Like, we want our penguin to be a little bit better off. But then the goldfish is like... I mean, it only matters if we can get to 10. This is also a really, really strong team, unfortunately. So we're taking some heavy hits, and now I'm like, we got to sell this goldfish. What the heck am I doing? He should not be here. And yet here he is. We should really buy you next turn, because you're like, it's just... Maybe there will be a next turn. There might not be a turn after that. But they're going to cost 1 each, give us a benefit, and then sell for 1 each. So I think it's like, we have to maximize our advantage there. When did the teams get so good? There's no shot. No matter how that shook out, we were toast. Okay, put me in the lethal pool. I really think we got a chance here. You should... I can't believe this, but you should buy me. That's a quick buy sell. It's another quick buy sell. I'm bumping the goldfish on this one. We should definitely make sure that you don't die. Forget the croissant for now. 3 gold doesn't allow us to do that much here with any of our available units. Bird of Paradise is certainly interesting, but I think it's just... Does it beat a level 2 penguin? I would say no. I know you're thinking I'm torched, but I think the melon changes the game. I don't think I'm torched. I would love to have been able to say I'm torched there, because the comedy would have been... Oh, I'm torched. I shouldn't have stuck with the goldfish, man. What was I thinking? Anyway, I had a great time on the run regardless. We experimented a little bit. Had a good 10-piece as well. We'll run it back next time. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. See ya!